Hi, this video will be going over how to find demographic data by drive time to create a territory from that, as well as using our market analysis tool to find demographic data based on a radius around many points at once. When we use our market analysis tool, it won't be by a drive time, it'll be by a radius circle, but I'm going to show you both ways. So the first thing is if we're using our census tracts, if we decide to create territories that way, we'll click on our Add Map Layers button. Click on census tracts and add them to the map. Now if we have a central point in mind, we can type that into the address bar on the top left and click the little binoculars to center that point. If I want to create a drive time polygon, I can click on the second button here and I can do a 15-mile drive time from that central point. I'll zoom out a little bit so we can see the whole thing. And now that we have a drive time polygon, we can use this to create a territory and then add demographic information to it. So I will go ahead and click on my binoculars here, and I'm going to search by census tracts, and I'll just call this territory 1. Click create, and then all of a sudden it fills in with all the blue because it's any census tract that line is touching, it's going to be grabbing. So now if we want to, we can add demographic data to this new territory by clicking on this More Data button in the lower right hand corner. When I click on that, I have the pull down list and I can choose demographic data, and I can start grabbing some of the fields that mean something to me. I can bring it over and get it to where I want in my data window. So now I have the population of the territories, male, female, and then if I wanted to, I could export that information. So that's how to get demographic data based on a territory created by a drive time polygon. The next aspect is going to be how do I find demographic data from multiple points at once? For that, I'm going to go ahead and zoom out to a national level, and I will just temporarily turn off my census tract. And I'll turn off territories as well. I have my point list here that I've previously brought in, and I'll just go ahead and enable it, and I can make that larger if I wanted to for my pull down list here and make those a little bit larger. So to get demographics for many areas at once, I'm going to use my market analysis tool. And that's up here in the top left, kind of looks like a bullseye. And if we click on that, then we want to click on the one that says Summarize Demographic Data for Multiple Locations. Now this is based on a perfect radius. It's not going to be based on a drive time polygon. We do not yet have a drive time polygon tool for market analysis. And so what we would do is just pull from our pull down list. We'd choose the data set that we wanted to search by, and then we would choose the demographic fields that we want. We can do up to 3 at one time. If you want to do more than 3 fields, you'd have to do these 3 and then go back to market analysis, query it again, and add 3 more different columns to your data set. If we want to do it based on a radius, once again this is a circle radius, we would choose the mileage that we wanted to. We could do 15 miles, or in this case for demonstration, I'm just going to do a 2-mile radius just because it can take a while, just because if I'm searching 541 locations based on 15 minutes, it's going to take a while to try to calculate that just because there's a lot of points and a lot of areas that it has to search. Then we'll go ahead and click next. And it's going to search around my 541 locations based on a 2-mile radius looking for population data. And this is going to be adding to that point layer. Okay, we're done. And now we have our data window. Once again, this is my point layer for all those blue points on the map. And I'm going to just remove some fields here just to make it look a little cleaner. I'll take my population, move that up. And so now in my data set I have my population column, and that's added based on a 2-mile radius around each of those points on the map. So within 2-mile radius of this point I can expect there to be approximately 43,000 people. And once again, if I want to do that again, just go up to market analysis, do summarize demographic data for multiple locations, choose my customer list again, choose different fields that I want from this pull down list, and just run it again. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please let us know.